Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back. We are back up here at the wheat field at the moment. As you can tell, they have finished. I think they finished roughly a week ago now at this point. Tell you what, once they get going, they can cook through some tile. But extremely pleased with how this field turned out. One nice thing about this field is most of these runs are going with our rows, which means a much smoother ride come next year when these things start to settle. Main reason we're up here this morning, because this is now fallow ground for the rest of the year. What starts to take over? Any guesses? Weeds. So we wanted to check it, make sure we didn't have to get up here and spray it, and it actually looks really good so far. I mean, you've got some of your wheat coming up, which is typical, and then honestly, that's 95% of what I see. You got a couple random stuff here and there, but nothing I'm worried about at the moment. So we can put that one on the back burner for now and move on to something else for today. We have decided to go ahead. Kyle's behind me, if you can tell. We have grabbed the Ranger and ATV sprayer, and we are going to continue spraying some roadsides, road edges. I think we sprayed Grandma's already, right? That's all you've sprayed with Grandma's? Yeah. Started with a full tank. And looks like we've already used about half of it. So you don't realize how much of this stuff you use while you're spraying. So I have a feeling we're not going to get as far as we were hoping. But we've got a little more back at the shop. The only problem is we're going to have to go get it. So right now, let's see how far this gets us. You ready? Oh. No? There we go. Well, I might just follow you. And why is our motor off? Did you not fill it up? Go rate this. I think it's almost out. Alright, go forward! Kyle, I need a full confession.
I said I was gonna fill it. I just didn't.
Didn't fill what?
Gas tank on the pump.
Ah! Well, back to the shop.
Good thing we don't have much else to do today.
Kyle says it's break time already. We didn't work for 15 minutes. But good thing we've got a fuel tank just a couple miles down the road. We'll be back running in no time. Bone dry. Let's try that. One, I know I missed some. Two, some of it's gonna die.
Yeah.
So, we'll wait till it dies and we'll spray what survives again.
That's going to be a second application.
Yeah, that one's going to take more than one application to get it all. Well, we finally ran out. All we got's a tank full of bubbles now. Don't let your kids play with those bubbles, folks.
Yeah.
Those aren't the fun bubbles. But it's late enough in the day, I doubt we refill it today. Woohoo! Woohoo! Fits like a glove.
T-shirt number 2. Like a glove.
All right, well, we'll get that back to the shop where our mini bulk still sits about half full. I think we'll top that off in the morning and it'll be ready to spray another tank.
Wednesday we wear pink.
No, where's your short shorts?
Well, I thought you wanted in the 80s crop.
Oh, there you go. That works too. Get you some real funky tan line. All right. Well, you get mowing.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm gonna go check some fields. Well, with Mom and Dad gone, Mom is the one that usually mows all the farms, so we have to cover that job this week. So I think Kyle, we're about halfway through the week at this point, so I think Kyle is going to spend the day doing that. He's got his nice John Deere mower. It's got a 70-inch deck on it, so he should be able to cover ground pretty quick. Now, it won't be as fast as Mom because nobody drives as fast as Mom does on a mower. But he should be able to get that all done today. I am gonna go check some more cornfields and probably get the first batch of fields scheduled to be sprayed. Ah! If you thought beans were wet in the morning, you'll get completely soaked with corn. Oh, man. Okay, well, this was the last field in our first planting window, if you want to call it, this spring. Like I mentioned in our previous video, I'm looking for brown silk, and obviously, see, this one's almost brown silk, almost completely brown silk. These aren't even close. I would say there's actually very few in this field that are even close. Here's some that are little. And then on top of that, looking for actual disease, I'll check a few more plants, but I'm not seeing anything. So as far as I'm concerned, this field, let me get out of here, is not ready to be sprayed yet. But note to self, check cornfields in the evenings, not in the mornings. Alright, just dropped off all of our maps, finished scouting the rest of the fields. Kind of got a good break on which ones are ready and which ones aren't yet. So I'd say probably a quarter, maybe. Not quite a quarter of our fields are ready to spray, but keep an eye on them as the week goes by and slowly add them to the list as more and more fields hit that brown silk. We were going to keep spraying this morning, but we've got some rain potentially coming in this afternoon, so I didn't want to do all that work, not have enough time, and it rain and wash it off. So Kyle, as I said, Kyle is mowing yards, and I am going to start mowing some roadsides. This will actually be the first roadside. Well, I take that back. I mowed early for a specific reason, just real quick, but other than that, this is the first time that I'm actually gonna spend some decent time in the mower chopper. Ever since we got Dustin accustomed to the layout of our fields and where all the phone boxes are, because those aren't good when you mow them over. I've done that before. He's kind of taken over the mowing, but since he is focused on getting corn out of the bins, I'm gonna be the one mowing today. Definitely have way too much grass built up. I don't typically like leaving this much grass, well, any grass on it, to be honest. But when we dropped this off up here, shoot, it's probably been a week and a half ago at this point, maybe pushing 2 weeks. Oh, got some little bunnies living under it. That's how long it's been up here. We had no intentions of leaving it out in the weather this long, so it'll be fine for today, but I'm definitely going to have to get that cleaned off this evening. Hopefully I'm back at the shop by that point and I can use a rock rake. Works really good. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and head north and then work my way back. Man, we got a traffic jam today. Nothing like a blind curve though turning out. You got trees on one side and you got an old barn on the other side. Basically have to stick your nose out in it before you ever see who's coming. Well, got some gnarly horseweeds on my way up north, so I'm gonna go ahead and mow these down. I got a tile breather in here somewhere I'm gonna have to mow around. Look at that. Can you guys see that? You can't get much closer than that without running it over. And I did not want to run it over. You know what? I changed my mind. Started mowing the roadside because it had some pretty good horse weeds. I'm already mowing, might as well hit these two. I think I've got, here, I'll show you. This waterway, and then I've got two more right up there, and that'll catch this farm up. That's the only 3 waterways we didn't get done when Dustin was up here previously. So I'm already here, I'm already mowing. Let's go ahead and knock these out real quick. If anybody ever wanted to get good at backing up, mowing's where it's at. Pretty sure I end up mowing in reverse as much as I mow going forward. This is why you get really good at backing up. And just like that, another waterway done. That's not supposed to be dangling. Looks like I lost my piece of wire holding it up. Hopefully that was enough to keep it from jangling down the road. Somebody found me on the road. Well, hello.
Hi, lady.
What are the chances of passing you?
You're just that lucky, I guess.
Hey, you. Where are you? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Are you being crazy? Were you sleeping? Yeah. Hey, what'd you do this morning? Where'd you go this morning? Gymnastics. Is Bubba sleeping? Well, that was a nice, unexpected surprise. Had no idea they were even going to be up here. But if you couldn't understand Eden, she was saying that she had gymnastics this morning. She looks forward to that literally all week. Every Wednesday, that's gymnastics. And for a 2.5-year-old, I might be a little biased, but I think she's pretty good. I doubt you guys can pick that up. But I've got something making noises on my right side. Let's go see what it is. Ah, I bet that's it. I don't even know what it is. Just rope. It's crazy how a short piece of rope like that makes a tick, tick, tick sound that you can hear even from in the cab. Start trying to mow waist tall weeds, makes it a lot slower. Only able to go maybe 2.5 mile an hour through this. Which means this whole mowing project today is taking a little longer than I expected. But I'll get it done. But it definitely looks a lot better than that does, that's for sure. could get interesting. I don't like running it when it's flashing at me, but I don't have the fuel wagon, and I'm about 40 minutes north of home. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Well, looks like the rain might knock me out before no fuel does. So, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to call Kyle and have him come get me, because this is not very promising. This close to being able to finish this today. But doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Well, this took a turn further south real quick. Good thing it's just sticky on top. I'll finish this mowing up another day, I guess. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. Your support is what makes this channel grow. So, find that thumbs up button for me if you would. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one.